National Home Buyers Month. Welcome back. I am Marva Morris, your Central Jersey Realtor. It is day 12. You found the house you love, and now it's time for the exciting and maybe even nerve-wracking part, making an offer. Don't worry, I am going to walk you through how to negotiate like a pro. Now, the goal is to get your dream home on the best terms possible. So, I'm going to give you some offer basics. An offer is more than just saying, I will pay $300,000 for the house, right? It's a written contract that includes the purchase price, which is the amount that you are offering for the home. Now, we're going to decide based on comparable sales, which means what similar homes have sold for in the neighborhood, and then how much you love the house, right? Because that's important. If it's a hot market, which we're in kind of a more than a lukewarm market, and the house is in super demand, sometimes offering full price or even a little bit above full price might be needed. Now, in a cooler market, maybe we can negotiate under the asking price, but we're really not in a cooler market right now. I'll advise you on smart strategy using market data. Then we have our down payment and our financing. Now, that is going to be in the offer. It's going to tell how much of a payment you're putting down and what type of loan you're getting. So, like 5% down with your conventional loan, or if you're using that NJHMFA program with the FHA loan. Now, this signals your financial strength, right? Higher down payments can look attractive, but don't worry if you're using a low down payment program, we'll present it professionally with your pre approval letter to show that you are solid. Then we have our earnest money deposit. Now, what that is that's a good faith deposit that you put up front. It's held in what we call escrow, and it shows that you are serious. It can be 1 to 3% of the sale price. Typically in New Jersey, it's usually given after attorney review, or during attorney review, and we're going to talk about that more going forward. Now, that money goes towards your purchase at closing, so it doesn't disappear somewhere. It goes towards your overall down payment. Now, there's some ifs in the contract. Like if something doesn't go as planned, it happens, you can back out. Some of the common ones are a home inspection contingency. So you can negotiate or exit the contract if the inspection finds serious issues. You also have our appraisal contingency, which is if the home doesn't appraise for the value that what we're paying for it, we can renegotiate or we can walk away if we can't agree. And then there's your mortgage contingency. If you can't get the loan, you are not forced to buy the house. Now, of course, we'll include standard protections so you're not stuck in a bad deal. Now, our closing date is usually 30 to 60 days from contract. Now, we're going to pick a date what works for you and hopefully aligns with the seller's timeline. Now, being flexible can sometimes give you an edge. Like if the seller wants to close quickly and you can, we do that. If the seller needs a bit more time and you can accommodate them, obviously that makes our offer a little more attractive and it doesn't cost you any additional money. Now, here's your mindset for negotiating. Once we submit the offer, the seller can accept it, reject it, or they can counter it. Negotiation is normal, so stay calm and focused on your goal. Know your walkaway point, like your walkaway point. I'll help you and I'll advise you on that. It's not just price. We can negotiate repairs, closing costs, credits, appliances that you may want. For example, maybe the sellers counter at a higher price, right? But they agree to give you that hot tub you wanted that they were originally going to take with them. So everything is potentially on the table. So let's just be ready to negotiate. Now, New Jersey, we have attorney review. So here's a specific twist just for New Jersey. After the seller accepts your signed offer, we enter attorney review period, which is 3 days. So the contracts are usually prepared by us, the realtors, and then during the 3 days, the attorneys, the seller can have an attorney, you can have an attorney, and they review that and they can cancel or suggest changes to the contract. It's like your safety window. It ensures that the contract is fair. Most of the time, the deal proceeds after a few minor contract tweaks, but as the buyer, you can still withdraw from the offer at this time if you get cold feet or if you find something that concerns you. So it's a nice protection to have. Now, I always recommend using a real estate attorney in New Jersey to review the contract, and I can recommend some good ones. So after attorney review, the contract is binding and we can move forward. Now, I'm going to give you some tips for negotiating. Keep your emotions in check. I know it's hard, right? This house is everything to you, but staying cool helps you think clearly. Now, lean on your agent. Yep, me. I will communicate professionally with the seller side and present your case strongly. Simply let the numbers do the talking, depending on what we decide our strategy would be. Now, remember the big picture. $5,000 difference might sound huge, but when you spread it over a 30-year mortgage, it's small. Not that you should overpay, but don't lose your dream home over a relatively minor gap if you can afford it. Conversely, don't go so high that you stretch beyond your comfort zone. There will be other homes if this one doesn't work out. Now, by the end of this stage, hopefully, we have a signed contract and you're officially under contract on your first home. Yay! It's not uncommon to go through this offer counter offer process a couple of times in different houses sometimes before one sticks. So be patient and persistent. When you're ready to make an offer, I will be right by your side to strategize and handle the nitty gritty when that time comes. Or even if you just want to do a practice run, right? What would an offer look like? You can call or text me at 609-468-6324. I have got your back. Now, also reach out to me for a copy of my book on the complete guide to home buying. So next we have day 13, and we'll cover what happens after the offer is accepted. Inspections and appraisals. Get excited! Once again, I am Marva Morris, and I am your Central Jersey Realtor. And guess what? I am moving you forward. Happy National Homebuyers Month.